Top of the morning. Market just opened. We came up right to yesterday's point of control. It was also this special volume level from the key levels. Really nice rejection there. I hopped in on a little bit of the short, grabbed around 7 points. Check out this candle. Big top wick, point of control up into the wick. Very bearish. Then the negative delta started pouring in. Blam. I've got my 1 minute NQ chart with the key levels and the 50-50. I've got my 5 minute chart with the new extra levels indicator. I've got the flow stack on both of these charts. I've got the MMT polarity showing me the washout signals on both of these charts. I've got my 60 minute NQ chart. And over here on the left, I've got a 1 minute ES chart. I just want to see the price action and some of the key levels on the ES. Then on these two charts, I also have the delta for the ES as well as the NQ. So we did not quite get the gap fill up here. Yesterday's point of control is a very potent key level. Often get nice bounces off the first touch of yesterday's point of control. Just grabbed a short up here right at the close of this candle. It's kind of hard to see it, but we had point of control drawn right up to the top here. Delta started drying up a little bit. Then we had some negative delta coming in. We had a washout signal on the previous 5 minute candle. Thought we might get a little pullback. We had a lot of previous strong selling in this area as well. You see there's a couple of red delta profile bars sticking out here from the MMT Greek profile. We had a very bearish candle on the ES chart. Point of control up into this big top wick, tiny little body. Got a nice little sell off there. Having a little chop fest here for the past 10 minutes. I haven't seen any good reasons to get into a trade yet, but I am contemplating a VWAP bounce if we make it down this far. Just depends on what price action is doing as we are approaching. See, we have point of control up into the top wick of this last ES candle. Got a nice little move down afterwards. We're getting some hold up here at the pivot point in the 20 SMA on the 60 minute, which is right where the 250 is. I just tried for a little long. We had point of control down to the bottom wick here, but the more I looked at it, I just did not feel comfortable at all taking that trade, so I hopped out for just a couple points. This last 5 minute candle closed with some negative delta, not very strong, but a little bit. Now we're getting the pop up. That trade would have been fine, but I just didn't trust it. This low that we just came down to, this was also Asia high. You can see on the new extra levels indicator. Got a nice bounce right off of Asian high there. We just popped up to the 15 minute center here. Even though this is one of my favorite key levels, just not interested in taking a bounce short at the moment. There's no key levels in the way on the ES. We got a lot of strong positive delta coming in on the 5 minute candle that's about to close. So even though we're getting some hold up here, just don't feel like taking a bounce short. See, the flow stack went bullish back here. We've had a nice pop up after this first green candle back here. It's being painted by the flow stack. It's looking for a correlation between the NQ and the ES for when there's both positive or negative delta across both instruments. And it's also looking at a moving average trend on both instruments. And when all that is in correlation, it's painting the candles on the 1 minute chart here and also the 5 minute chart. For the ES chart, I just have the ultimate Heikin Ashi painting the outlines of the candles, not the insides. Same on the 60 minute chart. The ultimate Heikin Ashi is painting the outlines of the candles. The inside of the candles is just the regular up and down candle color. That way I can keep an eye on both the Heikin Ashi and I can see if it was an actual up closing or down closing candle. So we got the close above the 15 minute center. We continued the push higher. I still have a little personal bias to the short side. We just popped up to pre-market high and this 50% level from the 1 hour time frame. Got a nice rejection back down 20 points. We did just come down to pre-market center. Getting a nice rejection off of pre-market center here. Got 24 minutes to go until 10:30. I just took a trade, grabbed 7 or 8 points. I'm not super proud of it. It was kind of a boredom trade, but we pulled back up to the 20 SMA. We had point of control up into the wick here. And then on this candle, I started seeing the negative delta coming in across the board. Flow stack candle went bearish, hopped in on a short. We just pulled back down to the pre-market center. which so far we just have not been able to break in the past 10 minutes. We'll see if we break it this time. The previous 1 minute candle in the ES also had a nice top wick with pointing control up into the wick. So it ended up working out very nicely. Although my mental state when I took the trade, it was more of a boredom trade, so I didn't really feel good about that part of it. So on the day so far, 86% profitable. I took one losing trade that was basically break even. My largest winning trade was 10 points. My largest losing trade was less than a point. Average time in the market, a little over 1 minute. So I'm still eyeing this VWAP area. It's also Asia high and the current New York session low. We got the VWAP bounce. We also had a polarity washout signal right when we came down to VWAP. Just got a very nice bounce to the upside. I tried to get in along. I grabbed a point or two. I got a little hesitant. It was kind of chopping around, not moving as fast as I would have liked, but it definitely worked out. Got about 8 minutes to go until 10:30. Just got into another trade. It was the second time today I've caught myself taking a boredom trade. So again, not really happy with my behavior. But we were coming up to this 50% wicks level. Saw some negative delta coming in across the board on this candle. Think we might get a little pullback right before 10:30. About a minute and a half to go until 10:30 now. Luckily the negative delta continued to pour in here, and I grabbed somewhere around 7 points. I took a third boredom trade. 10:30 hit, and we were right at the 250 SMA, so no bias on direction. For some reason, I hopped into a long, thinking these lows were just going to hold. If anything, I should have waited for a VWAP bounce. The VWAP bounce would have worked out great. But when we started moving lower towards VWAP with all this negative delta, I hopped out. I could have held on and grabbed another 7 points or so, but took the loss there. So it's after 10:30 now. I'm just going to be done for the day. Still green on the day. Many thanks to everyone that participated in the rare weekend promotion. The new authorization system is definitely easier to use. There are links to all the MMT indicators in the description, including the flow stack, the key levels, the extra levels, the 50/50, and many others. Anyone that's out there using code MonkeyMan at Apex or Lucid, Take Profit Trader, Tradeify, TradeDay, thanks so much for your support. I wish you best of luck in your trading. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.